I am so crazy exhausted. I want to lay down in this pickup and take a nap. They call it a bed, don't they? Stay tuned. Well, I'm suffering from some crazy allergies today. Been sneezing and hacking up stuff all day long, and that's been fun. Lots of fun. But I watched the last video, just a little bit of it, to figure out where we ended, because I don't remember where we ended. It's been a long week, hard week, where we've got a lot of stuff done. And I didn't remember what we got done until I was like, wow, we got a lot of stuff done. So this is where we will start. We're gonna start off in the ceiling of the selective soldering room. Yes, we got the paint sprayer fixed. It wasn't that big of a deal. So we got it going and we sprayed the ceiling with black dryfall. And I should have taped those seams right there. I will in the other room, and I may end up coming back and taping them and then touching this up. But overall, it looks fantastic. Then we move down here to the walls, and we have primed and done one coat of paint on the walls, which is great. There's a few areas where I just found a few things and so touched up and primed those. And of course, I ran into the wall 2 more times. No, make it 3 more times. So I just barely grazed the wall right here. So I didn't have to do any drywall, repairs. It just kind of scuffed the paint a little bit, actually peeled it off a little bit. So I just had to put a little spackling there. And then I kind of ran the back of the lift into this. And so I had to put some tape and some, I just used some spackle, fast dry spackle, and so that's been primed. And then I ran into this spiral tube for the heating and cooling, and it just jacked up the drywall. You can still see it right kind of behind there. And so I did some repairs there, and that'll be covered up by some trim. So yeah, but overall, here is the walls. This is a color called Olympus White. It's a Sherwin-Williams color. It's a little off-white gray color. Oh, and here's my paint. I am using, just for the fans at home, Behr Marquee Satin. It's a good paint. We used it over at the Marcotte house in their bathroom, and I liked it, so I decided to use it over here as well. It's a nice enamel. Hopefully it'll withstand some scuffs and other things that'll happen in this room. My little forklift got fixed, so it's good to go. That was good. It was just the minor hose issue. The guys that run over at Scissorlift came by and did a great job of getting it purring like a kitten, as they say. We painted a section here black in this barrel roof room. So there's the barrel roof. And we just painted up the fiberglass insulation. It's craft, so it's paper-backed insulation. I shot this, learned some things. We need to really tack down that insulation well, because it was flapping around a little bit, and then when it flapped back down, it left areas that weren't painted. So this is gonna end up either being covered by plywood or OSB or tongue and groove something. So that was just a nice, good test section. We got some deliveries this week. Here's our hollow metal frames for the interior doors and interior windows. So these are all the door frames that'll get framed in here shortly. So that's cool. We were told that this would take a while to arrive, and it did. It took about 12 weeks, but fortunately we got it in time and before we needed them. Our glass window panes also arrived. We took delivery of, I think, 83 panes of glass. So these are 1/4-inch glass. I don't know if you can see it very well. These are 1/4-inch pieces of glass here and here, and then they seal it with a 1/2-inch gap in between. So it's insulated glass, and those will go in metal frames to arrive at some other time. I was told the metal would be arriving as soon as today, and then they have to weld it up, weld the frames up. So yeah, we have stacks of glass sitting all around in here. There's several stacks there and there and there, all glass ready to be put in. Then up here, we're on the roof. We got one of the rooftop curbs installed, and then they covered it up with a blue tarp because there is a hole down there into my space. It was actually leaking earlier today because it rained, and then they cut these and put these cone things on top for penetrations into the space as well. So we're moving ahead. So it's called a curb. I don't know why it's called a curb. It seems like a crazy name, but this is what the curb looks like. We're gonna have a second one put. I don't know if you can see the markings here on the roof, but that's gonna get installed over here next week. So this is what supports the rooftop units on the roof, and then they put roofing materials around it, make sure it doesn't leak into our space, and well, hopefully it doesn't leak into our space, and that's what that is all about. So there you go, that's what's going on. Like I said, I'm exhausted. It's been a busy week, lots and lots of hard manual labor going on from my end and my helper's end. And other people came in as well and did some work on the roof and that sort of thing. Next week is gonna be a little short week because I'm headed to Chicago for the National Restaurant Association trade show. So it'll just be a few days next week, and then I head off to Chicago. It'll be great to go to a trade show so I can rest. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's what's happening here. Fireboard headquarters remodel. Thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.